第5个改变是人体下半身盘骨的位置，外形出现了明显的变动。
The next part of this, we're going to explore the lower body. Now, before I forget, and I'm not really showing a picture of it, some people said that we only had a tibia bone on the leg. I don't have any memory of that, so I'm not including it, but some people think the fibula never existed. That being said, let's get into the rest of this. The lower back and the pelvis look a little different. Now, in the old reality, they didn't have the big, strong transverse processes sticking out. But what really screwed me up, and I remember this really well, is the sacrum was a lot skinnier and looked a lot more like a monkey's. It wasn't this big, thick triangle. And this bothered me a lot, so much that in a minute I'm going to stop this and go into this much deeper. But let me finish this thought out. I keep coming back saying we look more monkey-like. If you look at the humerus and the wrist, here they're almost the same size, just like a monkey. Usually monkeys actually have a longer wrist bones, where the new reality, our humerus is longer. Also, our hips were more kind of like a monkey, where the acetabulum and especially the hip bone going in right here are more at an angle, more flat. They're more horizontal than if you look at the new reality, how they're much more angled. So let me go talk about the sacrum, because that is really bugging me. I spend a good time of my practice also working on low backs and tailbone pain, so I know my sacrums really well. This is how I remember the old sacrum looking. It was much more like a chimp. And in fact, this picture you're looking at is a chimp bone, because I can't seem to find any picture from the old reality that still looks like this. But this is what my memory looks like. It was much thinner than this big, bulky, triangle-looking sacrum. Now, I'm going to tell you a story in a minute that helps accentuate this. I want to expand a little on that sacrum section. This is your sacrum, this tailbone thing, and I know my skeleton's in pretty bad shape. It's about 20 years old. But as I was saying before, there were some changes, like the obturator foramen. Some people are saying they were missing. I don't remember that. I always remember these holes being here. But what I do notice is the ischial tuberosities seem a lot thicker. This is where you sit on, by the way. Your tail, some people call it your butt bone or your tailbone or whatever, but that's really your tailbone. But anyway, ischial tuberosities seem bigger. But like I was talking about, and I showed that picture where the sacrum was much thinner. It wasn't this big hawking triangle. Well, the reason I remembered that is I went sledding in high school and jammed my tailbone so bad that I broke some of it. And what happened is I went and got an x-ray. And the doctor's showing me the x-ray on film. And we're laughing because it looks like I have a monkey's tail. You know, it was much thinner. It wasn't this big, thick sacrum like the pictures I have now. And I remember him telling me, oh, that's normal. Everybody has the monkey's tail. Don't worry about it. And that's kind of my memory of, yeah, you know, the sacrum used to look a lot skinnier and be more segmented. And that's really bothering me. You know how, like, the Mandela Effect, you'll hear like 20 things and then one thing runs by that really bugs you, and the sacrum one really bugs me.
这位吉医在网上找到一些旧电影片段，可以看见人体骨架的旧模型明显与现今现实的人体骨架外形不同。
The best examples I can find of the old skeleton is the old Vincent Price movie, House on the Haunted Hill. I'm going to link a clip, so you're going to see this little eye icon appear to the top right corner if you want to actually watch the clip. But you can get a better idea of what the skeleton looked like here, that they had a much bigger rib cage. There's the bent collarbones I'm talking about. and you noticed how long the wrists are compared to the humerus, and you can sort of see the tailbone, the skinnier tailbone. It's so hard to tell on this. I can't tell completely, but you can definitely see the larger scapulas that are flat. Now, I am not positive if this is a real skeleton or not. Most likely it was a reproduction, but even if it was a reproduction, why did they make it like that? So I'm going to link the clip so you can watch this yourself.